You guys, I am still in shock by Output's co-producer AI. I basically just downloaded about 8 gigs worth of samples using the AI. This is completely free currently, called Co-Producer by Output. And basically you type in words, like I typed in 90s R&B piano, and it made me an entire sample pack of samples to flip. So we're going to flip the samples that the AI gave me. While my Arturia X collection downloads, we're actually going to check out these AI loops. Okay, so this is insanity. So again, not only does it generate a loop for you, it creates an entire pack in the style of the loop it just created. So I told it to create Drake emotional pianos. And let's look at the emotional piano. It gives you the key and BPM. No other music sample maker is doing that, especially the Google one. Can't say no other one, but they do it effortlessly, this output. I found that it does piano the best. That sounds dope. Let's flip this one. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is hard. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we should be able to just drag and drop this without chopping it up. So let's see, what tempo is this? Let's see what it does just at 88. It looks like a gap in the beginning. It's a little off the grid. I think because it's MP3, if I'm not mistaken. Is this MP3? Let me see. Let me open the file. It's WAV. They even give you WAV files. They are really going in. So I'm just going to nudge this audio to the left. Dun, dun. Say. I mean, the beat's basically done. Let's need some Drake, some drums real quick. Let's add some drums. I just can't believe this AI is real. Like, I'm still in shock. For like an hour, I was just sitting there like, this can't be real. Okay, so now we have the snare. Now you just need a kick. Kick's a little wide, but it's funny. So let's put it on its original timing. I just want to see what it sounds like without me nudging the audio. I think it's just a little in the pocket. This is just so crazy to me. I'm like, how in the world is this free? I honestly think, I hope they make it a paid product. I would pay for it every single month because it reminds me of Midjourney and the feeling I had when Midjourney first came out. If you don't know what Midjourney is, basically you type in words and it makes images for you. And Midjourney was so mind blowing. The same thing with this AI. See if we can add some texture in here. I mean, the beat's literally done. It just needs a bass. Let me see if I don't even know if I want to add hi-hats. I think it's pretty dope. crazy. Let's add that pad. I'm just gonna use the basic GMS pad because I forget the preset in Omnisphere. Let's see how many beats we can make. This is the first beat. This only took a couple minutes. I forget what that bass is called. Is it 4 or 3? I forget what 4, okay. How do you drop the octaves on this? Where is it at here? What I love though is that they give you the key of the sample. So it's in the key of C minor. So we get right, grab that. Hi-hats could be a little bit better on the performance. I'll copy and paste that first take. Okay, now let's add the Drake effect. Let's double click on the sample, right click, open in Fruity Slicer. We're gonna do the Wonder Girl technique. Slice this, do it to a half beat or a beat. And now just pull up your attack, go to your channel rack, and add this to the playlist. Where is it at? Pattern 4. Boom. Drag that in, and then mute the original audio. So now you're gonna have that like dun dun type sound. That's too low of a bass. Cannot believe we just made it beat that fast. Shout out to AI, shout out to Output. So I think the piano could be lined up a little bit better. Let's do some time shift. Okay, so we're not gonna obsess about the timing. Let's make another beat. Let's see how many we can make. All right, let's see. The video's been going, what, 8 minutes? We made that in 8 minutes. Let's make another beat. Let's save as. It's called AI loop beat 2. All right. So now let's go to the AI folder and let's just catch a vibe. All right. So there's a lot of these I kind of quickly curated, but I didn't listen to the entire pack. Let's do Drake minor ninth chords this time. This is nuts. Oh, y'all, this is mind blowing. I cannot believe this is free. First of all, even if it was paid, this is still mind blowing. The fact that you could create samples out of thin air in seconds that sound amazing. Listen to this. Dun, 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 dun. It knew exactly where it wanted to. Even the turnaround. Y'all, this is like Output just gave us like, it's like I can't even think of an analogy. Output just gave us like the best weapon in Call of Duty. It just dropped it from an airdrop. That's basically what happened. In Call of Duty, we just got the airdrop for something. Now in PUBG, I forget what it's called, but it's like the weapon that gives you all the I can't even speak properly. That's how crazy this is. It's making me make up sentences. But imagine it's an airdrop with the best weapons inside. This is basically what they just did for producers. Like, this is about to be crazy. Dun, 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 dun. And then you would sing. Oh, and let me show you guys another AI tool. First of all, I got to figure out what keyword. Ooh, let me make sure. Wait. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. Let me kind of hack my way through. Okay, let me show you guys how I would flip this. Ho, oh, oh. Ho, oh, oh. Low, low for sure, boy. Ho, oh, oh. Loving her, okay, so I'm kind of out of key here and there, but what I'll do, we're gonna run this through AutoTune Pro. Where you at? AutoTune Pro. We're gonna put it on a chromatic. That should be a tag. Chromatic. And just put it on fast mode just to fix all that out of tuneness. Ho, oh, oh. Ho, oh, oh. Low. Actually, it doesn't matter that we put it through AutoTune. What we need to listen to is the plugin called Voice, VOIS. So we're going to convert that, like me mumbling, to a girl's voice. I'm just going to put on the black one here, Vanessa, and then we're going to pitch it up 12 semitones. It needs to record the input. Ho, oh, oh. My out of key singing. Ho, oh, oh. Low for sure. I was way out of key right there. Ho, oh, oh. Okay, so I mumbled it. So now let's process that vocal. Now I did 12 semitones, which means it's going to raise the voice up an octave for the AI. It doesn't raise my voice. It processes my voice and then does its process and then make sure that the AI voice is up an octave. So it doesn't sound like artifacty. Let's drag this into the DAW. And then here's the AI. Now I could have sang way better. So this is not going to be perfectly in key here. And let's also send this through the same mixer channel, which is 6. So that it gets the same processing when it turn off the voice plugin so it doesn't play back the audio. Again, it's out of key because I'm out of key. Low for sure, boy. So let's keep the good parts. I like that part. Oops. Now, if I wasn't out of key right here, that'd be dope, but I was out of key. That was my... Okay, so here's a tool. So let's act like we're creating samples. I would run this through Altiverb to give it an environment so it feels like somebody singing in a room. Altiverb has, in my opinion, the world's best reverbs. And I think Seventh Heaven has the Bricasti reverbs in it, but you can import Bricasti impulse responses inside of Altiverb. For all the geeks who even know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me see if this Arturia stuff is still downloading. Yeah, we got a couple plugins to go. Shout out to Arturia. They just come out with an update. It was silent. Nobody told me about it. But okay, so here's the plugin. It doesn't require an actual dongle iLok anymore like it used to. Let's see. Let's go to gear. And let's run it through some plate. Actually, I want a real room. What am I doing? Okay, let's do a room. And I think we used to be able to do a sort via... Oh, here we go. I'm clicking on all the wrong buttons. Okay, let's do a smaller room. Let's do studio. Let's just do the studio. Now, this is the new version, so I'm trying to figure out how to sort by like the size. Let me see if that's possible. Sort on reverb time. Here we go. Okay, now it's going to sort by size. So now I'm going to just pick random places. And now the vocal's going to feel like it's in that space. And you can shorten the decay. So now it's background. Now, if I sang better, that would be cooler if I had like harmonies and stuff, but I just sang out of key. Let's add some drums. Let's find some count drums. He always has that organic sound. Boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom. Okay. So let's follow the sample. Boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Okay. Let's find a ta. Boom, ta. Now for this sound, I like it, but let's fade out that. Whoa. I'm downloading stuff, so like my computer is going ham right now. So let's add a decay curvature. Shorten that out. Let me switch it back to piano. Okay, let's just. So 1, clap, 2. Just need like a. This sounds better for this vibe. I mean, let's layer it. Let's see what happens if we layer it. Let's pan one to the left. Other one kind of to the right. Take out the time gap in the kick. Crazy. Cannot believe AI. I'm still like processing the fact that this is real. I really have no words. I'm just shocked. So we made 2 beats so far. Let's see how long that took. That only took about 10 minutes if I wasn't talking. Let's start another beat. See how many we could do before we get. Man, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this. This is, again, if you're going to use it, I recommend you type in like piano loops. That's the greatest result I've gotten so far. Over time, once they train it with more material, it'll just get more crystallized into the niches and different sound selection. But right now, it's a master piano right now. Let's do trap melody loops. See what he comes up with. It's a dope texture. It even says synth reversed. Like, how does it know? Let me cough real quick. Like, it knows the processing it's doing too. That's the crazy part. This is a dope text right here. Oh, this is filth. E minor. Okay, what tempo is that? 123. Let's see if we can stack that with something else. So it's also giving me a specific key, E minor. This might be a little too lush for trap, but let's see if that will fit. It also gave me the same BPM, so I could just drag all these in. That's a little too lush for this. It even says real keys. Like, what the heck? How does it even know? What the freak? How is this real? Guys, I want you to understand. An AI made these loops in seconds, and it made an entire sample pack for me. Not just one loop. It made multiple loops. That's the crazy part about this. And this is completely free right now by Output. It's in beta, but I can only assume they're using the beta to train to see which ones are good. And once you give them feedback, they're probably going to make a paid version, which I hope they do. Because I know it costs them a lot of money. Because downloading these packs, it's like 100 megabytes at a time. So imagine millions of people downloading 100 megabytes at a time. That server is going to cost, the download's going to cost so much. So we want to make sure we're keeping these companies not losing money or anything. Because this is an incredible technology. Like, I'm still mind blown. Like, my brain is still trying to wrap around the fact that this is real. I saw this in my lifetime. Okay, so now I'm adding that this piano is a texture. Using that reverb. Direct reverb. So now we just need some hard drums. I can feel my boom around myself. I just need my I don't need nobody else. Nobody. Let me record that. I don't need no. I'm not gonna forget if I don't record that. Ain't no. I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put on my. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody else. Okay, so I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put on my. I don't need nobody else. So delayed my vocals just a little bit. Let me fix that for you. I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put on my. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. So we're just gonna follow that timeline. Hopefully we can find an 808 that hits the heart. So I need. I'll know it when I hear it. This may do it. And then I forgot to try to record this. So I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put on my. I don't need nobody else. Oh, I missed it. Dun, dun. Let's keep recording. So it goes. Dun, dun. So I'm just gonna draw this out like that. 1, 2, wait, 2. Dun, dun. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. Oh, I missed one. Yes. Nobody else. Okay, so shockingly, I spread out the 808s. Usually, I wouldn't spread out my 808s that much. So I'm glad I beatboxed it so that I can really like map out the 808s how I would actually hear them. Now the 808 isn't as powerful as I would want, but I'm not going to sit here and go through 100 808s. Like, that's just a waste of time. That probably is closer. I'll load up a couple, but I'm not going to sit here and try to waste your time here. If you want these 808s, go to busyworksbeats.com/beatmaker. It's in our beatmaker bundle, our beatmaker blueprint. All right, so some of the phonics. This is probably the one right here, actually. Okay. So we just need to go. Dun. Let me figure out. Dun. Make sure we're having the same tune here. That does not hit as hard. I thought that would hit harder. Never mind. I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put on my. I don't need nobody else. just gonna play this stuff by hand because it's a slower BPM, so I could like play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put them up. I don't need nobody else. Pretty much the same thing over and over. Quantize those. I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put them up. I don't need nobody else. I feel like that. Let me try the other 808. I like the 808. Set the snare here. Still feel like we need like a kick to really like hit the kick. I feel like that 808s is not the one. I don't need nobody else. I don't need to put them up. I don't need nobody else. Let me show you how to combine a kick and 808 real quick. So we're gonna copy the 808 timing, paste it into the kick, hit Alt K, and then make sure it's just highlighting C, scale C, none, hit accept. This will move all the notes to middle C, which is gonna play the proper tone of the kick. We're gonna go to our kick, find the 808 in the mixer, and then right click side chain to the 808. Let's go to the 808. You could use Fruity Limiter. You could use a multi-band compressor. There's no one plugin. You could use Waves C6. I'm gonna use Pro MB because I like it. And let's go to Expert, external input only. Let's go to the settings here. Go to processing, right click the sidechain and select your kick. So now every time the kick hits, it will lower the 808. Now you don't need to have it in this entire range. Let's make this range only the low frequency. So every time the kick hits, it lowers the lower frequencies of the 808. So now you just gotta blend the two. Let's use a soft clipper here to start adding some edge to our sound here. I'm not gonna make this be longer. I just wanted to show you guys how. Okay, let's. run the sample through the slicer just so it adds some of the groove because right now the sample's just playing over top of the drums. It's chopping this stuff out. So I'm going to move a little quicker here. This is a Wonder Girl technique. All right, let's chop that. Let's add this in. So now we're just, instead of using the audio, we're going to use the chopped up slices so that it has like a bounce. You can slice by the beat or the half beat. Half beat gives you a little more bounce. All right, so I'm just gonna saturate the 808. AI loops just got real. Try it for yourself. It's called Output Co-Producer, like Copilot for coding, which is an AI coder helper. This is called Output Co-Producer. I'll leave a link below if I remember. Shout out to you guys. Peace.